We're gonna have to get you set up with those circular lights and stuff that people use for making
The YouTubers.
This goes up to YouTube. It's not live on YouTube right now. I have to upload it to YouTube after. I'm not like that advanced with those systems.
What are you talking about? Think about little lights. You have lights that that make their preference. You know, that makes really good and everything.
Excuse me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SPW Anarchy Archives. And we are going to go over the rest of the Japan shows. And we're going to go over the upcoming show for SPW Carnage TV. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm very excited to go over this, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited to see where it shall go. Also, we do need to review the past. Welcome, Keegan. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Welcome, Ali. I just added you. It worked.
Did it? Wait a
It
minute.
did.
Can y'all see me? Oh, my camera is glitching out too. Okay. Damn space aliens. Hold on. Hang on. They're trying to beam me up. See, they they wanted to
They're not
study
trying to
me.
probe you, They're not trying to probe you, are they?
Do you see these lines on my screen? Like, do you see like digital lines or something?
Remember, other people can see us, but I can't see you because of how crappy this thing is. So basically, after I upload to YouTube, yeah, but people can see us. We just can't see each other.
It's like weird Star Trek-y things. Okay, so if I disappear, it means that Scotty beamed me up. Or I hope it was Scotty. I hope it wasn't the Klingons, because hey, some of them Klingon ladies got big boobies, but I don't know. Anyway,
Oh my God.
the DeRoss sisters or whatever the names were, you know.
No, I guess you guys are using that blood money and hustle and hostility a lot well, huh?
No, just kidding. Anyway, yeah. So what's the topic today?
Well, remember the Japan shows?
Yes.
So I went over those last time, and I also went over the last SPW Carnage TV episode. But this week, we are going to be going over the upcoming SPW Carnage TV, and we're going to be going over the last two Japan shows.
Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, well let's see. Let's check it out.
Welcome, Christopher Casey, Dimebag Dan. Welcome, everybody. Everybody's popping, even the boss, Logan Slater himself. Welcome.
Right.
And
hello, everybody.
to kick us off, huh?
I'll say hello, everybody.
Yes, this is Big Bad Baby Daddy, one half of Hustle and Hostility.
Yes.
Okay, draped in gold, I could see, you know?
Yeah, I didn't bring it with me because you know how it is out here. That you never know. People see you with something valuable, something bright and shiny, and you become a victim. You know, like no. We play a little smart in Blood Money era. You know, like what they don't see, they can't steal. No. Anyway, there's some people that want to steal these titles. I know that's the case, but that's okay. We ain't scared. Come find us.
Well, we're going to go over SPW Way of the Dragon, where it was a four-way tag team matchup between the Pillars, VNDL 48, the Syndicate, and the Hellbringers, where the Pillars walked out victorious, facing you guys later in the next show.
Oh, you mean okay? This is before we defended against them, right?
Yeah.
This was okay. Yeah. Those teams, they all brought the fight. The Syndicate kind of worries me. They look like they failed several mental health checks. But anyway, but the Pillars, You know, we fought them a few times. You know, well, I think 3 times now. So you know, they're solid, right? They're a solid team. You know, they've been around for a while. They're former tag champs. Not take away anything from any of the other teams. I don't know a lot of the other guys unless we fought them. But yeah, the pillars did what they do. They took the win, and they saw us in the ring because, well, we heard them talking like they knew something about where Sir Scott Ryan's whereabouts were. So we said, well, we're gonna have to see if you guys are playing around or not. And so we saw them in the ring. We beat their ass. A double pin, right? But then we got some leads, right? We found out some of you might have seen the leaked tape. Dr. Gigglethorpe torturing Sir Scott Ryan. They spelled his name wrong. Let's call him Sir Skit. Sir Skit Ryan. Like, you can't even. How you torture a guy where like you break him so you don't even call him by his actual name. You try to mess up his mind. When he starts answering to the wrong name, that's when you know you got him. Is that what this is? It's sick. It's twisted, and this is what clowns do. That's why I say I hate clowns. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, I'm sorry. It was a travesty. What was the question?
You have a history of clowns. There is no doubt there. And I was going to get to that topic soon after we got through a little bit of this card because I know that you guys in Hustle and Hostility have been trying everything you can to find Sir Scott Ryan. And in the process, you've been dealing with the echoes of Chaos, Eddie Walker, and Nomad. Eddie outsmarted you both, you and your tag partner, by countout.
I hate that. I hate that mess. I mean, a win is a win, they say, but keeps doing it.
Maybe you had a lot going for your head. Maybe you were thinking about trying to avenge Sir Scott in some way.
Well, in my case, I tweaked my knee, but it's always some slippery, sneaky, spooky mess coming from the Phantom. I don't believe it. I think he's all smoke and mirrors. I mean, it's just, like the Undertaker, the music and the smoke and stuff. That's most of it, right? But you're just dealing with a man in a mask. Right, Sock Puppet Lawyer? Are you shaking your head no, Sock Puppet Lawyer? What, are you going to go piss your pants, Sock? Come back here! What's wrong with people? He's just a man in a mask. Stop. Okay, what about you, Swamp Bog, the rapping bullfrog? Well, I'm out of here. Like, come on, man. No! My sidekicks have left at the mention of Phantom Eddie Walker. What is it about this guy? I don't know. I just think he's a man in a mask. I think he's all smoke and mirrors. I think he resorts to cheap count-out wins. I think he's just a charlatan, okay, with a bad mask that he got from Spirit of Halloween. That's it. That's it. Maybe paint it over a little bit to make it look nasty or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you spill some dumpster juice on it. That's why it smells that way. I don't know, but it's just this is all part of his spiel to make you believe that he's the boogeyman or something, and he's just it's a trick. That's all. They're flesh and blood. His tag team partner is a stoner that ate one too many magic mushrooms on his pizza, for crying out loud. These are flesh and blood people. There's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Right? Where did my lawyer go? Where did my...
Welcome to Carolina Cracker, Brian White. Welcome, sir.
Oh, see, you ran off. See, my damn co-commentators ran off. Okay,
They never usually run off either.
They're supposed to join me the next time I commentate somewhere. Well, see, now, they're not going to pay for just me. They pay for 3 people. So I don't know. This is going to mess up the money. Eddie Walker, you messing up my money, man. Mess up my money, Eddie. Running off my lawyer.
Well, Eddie shall make a promo tonight, what I was told. And I heard tomorrow you will be getting another video of Sir Scott Ryan. Apparently, Dr. Gigglethorpe is sitting in another video tomorrow.
Are you serious? So
That's what I was reported before we went live.
I'm going to have the authorities review that and try to figure out some clues, figure out where they holding him. You know, like we couldn't tell last time. It looked like a saw contraption or something. This is creepy. Okay. The only thing missing was a little puppet riding up on a tricycle talking about he want to play a game. That's the only thing was missing. We probably have copyright problems, but we can't do that. But just anyway, besides the point, spooky, trying to get in people's heads. Sir Scott Ryan, we praying for you. Don't, just hang in there, man. We're gonna find you. We're gonna find you. Just think of fish and chips and tea at noon and things like that. Just to remind you of where you're from. Maybe well, technically that's British, but think of a good old plate of haggis.
Fish and chips are delicious, no matter where you are.
Yeah, just think of home and click your heels together 3 times. We'll find you. We'll find you sooner or later. But yeah, we'll be watching out for that video.
I do hope we find Sir Scott Ryan. And in the meantime, we move on to our next matchup that happened. And I think you're familiar with both these men by now. Severus Crowley versus Bloodstone, where Bloodstone was victorious.
Oh wow. Yeah, Bar Brother for sure. Yeah, banger for sure. I'd hate to be in the ring with those guys anytime soon, but yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
And next up, I think you were very happy to see this matchup because it was a relaxed rules between Brittany Black and Tara Zepp, where Tara Zepp walked out victorious.
Zipped and got the victory. well, good job, Tara.
And I know that Vince Man talked a lot about you being called the so-called B team because he had a match against Jackson Chaos for the national championship against the national champion Jackson Chaos. Jackson Chaos retained in what was like 3 minutes, if more, if not less.
I hate to see it. Hate to see squash matches, and that just well, maybe, just maybe, Leo Blade didn't take it seriously. Thought he was facing nobody, but it's just a guy you never heard of, but he's a champion. So you gotta expect. So you gotta expect some things. The champion isn't gonna just roll over just because you say you're an A-list star. He beat Leo Blade in 3 minutes with one of his own signatures. I think.
And you've been put into that signature before. You've dealt with him.
Yeah. He's made Leo Blade has made a lot of people tap out to that very same move that he tapped out to. So it's a little bit karma, right? But it's almost like Leo didn't scout the guy at all, but the guy scouted him, and that was the result. So the lesson there is always be prepared, or you'll wind up saying that everybody else is on the B team, but you wind up making a D- in your match. Oh, sorry, did I go too far? Oh, sock puppet lawyer, now you're back. Where you went to go tinkle? Take this. Oh, okay.
He's somehow get canceled.
See, even my sock puppet lawyer had to come back to agree that Leo Blade made a mockery of this business, calling everybody B team players, and when he went out the way he did. Okay, but hey, look, Leo, it's okay. It happens to everybody. I mean, hey, sometimes you can only last 3 minutes. Okay, I mean that's never been my problem. But however, just go get your win back. Just go get your win back. That's all. Go get your manhood back, Leo Blade. Just go get your manhood back. Or cry Cry. It's okay. Cry. You can cry now, Leo. You can. I got beat by nobody. Well, it wasn't a nobody. Maybe he just hustled you. It happens sometimes. You know what? It doesn't happen. It's a blood money era. We don't get hustled. We hustle. Anyway, well, enough of that. It's a lesson learned to the quote unquote A-list player to never let his guard down. And, well, he's just going to have to man up, take his loss like a man, and come back to the table and fight the living of the, and all that stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Right? In the meantime, Jackson Chaos has catapulted himself into another level of success because now he can, now he can sit here and claim that he made an icon look like an amateur. So, I guess it is what it is, right? But it happens sometimes. But it's kind of like, somebody making Bret Hart tap the sharpshooter, only there wasn't a referee doing the screw job, right? He really tapped. I saw it. We all saw it. Yeah, let's move on to the next. Yeah, because I think we're done with Leo Blade.
I think you're actually going to like this because this is a man that you've grown close to over the time in your SPW, and I'm talking the Icon King, Juan Montana, versus Craig Mack in a match that was made at the last minute in a barn burner, and your boy, the Icon King, was victorious against Craig Mack.
Yeah. Hey, we're proud of him. A lot of people talk trash about the Icon King because of the alleged incident that happened some time ago. I wonder what the statute of limitations is for something like that. But just plead the fifth. Shh, be quiet. Okay. Just alleged incident between him and whatever the alleged victim. Okay, of the allegedly violent situation. Okay?
Manslaughter is what the charge was supposedly called.
Manslaughter. I thought it was a flesh wound. Oh, damn. You said attempted.
Yeah.
You said attempted, right? Allegedly attempted. Because
attempted, I would say, because
Sora
the
AI
that
is very good. So you never can't tell with Sora AI. Okay, you gotta look for the clues. It could be doctored. You just never know. Okay, I'm full of shit. But anyway, he's innocent until proven guilty, and he's gonna have his due process and all that stuff. Okay, so until he's behind bars, I'm not going to really say much more about it. Okay,
Icon King was a mainstay here in SPW. Former national champion in his own right, has made a career here in SPW.
Yes. So, I'm sure it's not what it looked like. Anyway, he won. Of course he won. That's why we brought him in. Okay, that's why we brought him in. Win matches, do what he does best. So y'all know that we ain't playing with y'all. That's why. Okay. Now, as far as all these other questions, okay, why y'all called the Blood Money era, and then you bring in somebody committed attempted manslaughter and what this and that and all these questions, right? Gosh, y'all like baby mamas questioning me when I come in at 3 a.m. Sheesh, let me get some sleep already. Anyway, next topic. Okay, he won. Of course he won.
Well,
we expected him to.
Well, the next matchup in the lineup was an anything goes between this man's also a doctor, Dr. Redacted versus Jun Kasai, with Dr. Redacted walking out victorious. Welcome, Bloodstone and Harley Portner. Welcome.
Dr. Redacted. That sounds like he don't want his real name to be known. That's the man of mystery right there.
Another doctor in the house, right?
Yeah, well, hopefully he has no connection to Dr. Gigglethorpe. Hopefully they didn't go to the same medical school. Okay.
I can safely say that Dr. Redacted performs in the art of deathmatch wrestling and has done
Oh,
some violent things for him to be a
oh.
doctor.
Does he ask, is it safe before he hits you with the kitchen sink? Like,
I don't think he has enough time to do so because he'll hit you with the kitchen sink.
okay, never a dull moment, but okay, yeah, yeah, good entertainment there. Yeah.
Well, next up was a ladders, light tubes, and doors match between the Duke of Violence, the Duke of Hardcore, John Wayne Murdoch, and a man you've been dealing with, part of the Echoes of Chaos, who went by his alter ego, Nomad, aka his alter ego, Unhinged. Where Unhinged walked out victorious.
It looks like Nomad had to tap into his darkness, his crazy side. He took the Super Mario crazy mushroom, or grabbed the star, or whatever power up that was. Okay, and I guess he just, he just tapped into just another side, took it to another level. Maybe that's what he needed to get the win. Okay, we don't condone, substance use and abuse here. Well, I mean, maybe somebody does, but I don't. Part of my probation, I can't mess with that stuff. But anyway, he did what he did, and he won. Okay, good for him. But that's not going to help you against us, Nomad. You can eat all the magic mushroom pizza you want. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to help the Echoes of Chaos. It's not going to help the Echoes. We're going to put silencers and mufflers on the Echoes. Okay, we won't hear y'all. Okay, and then magic mushrooms, maybe it's gonna give you a lot of gas. That's why you're gonna be farting and pooting all the time, so you can't win. You can't win.
Damn, this just turned into high time.
Yeah, you're gonna be thinking, you're gonna hallucinate. You're gonna think you won the match. You're gonna be celebrating, and the rest gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And then, some people hit you with a roll up while you're distracted. But see, we're just gonna put you in the blood money driver, and that'll be it. 1, 2, 3. All right. Anyway, good for him.
Big strong words, sir. You are a very 5-star talent and have made a home here in SPW, and I continue to be amazed by what you guys do going forward as we move on to Light Tube Mayhem between a man that has had troubles with this other man, Logan Slater himself, versus the Carolina Cracker, Brian White, with Brian White avenging his tag team partner that was taken out at the beginning of the Japan show, Andrew Cato, and Brian White walked out victorious.
Allegedly taken out. See, we're not throwing people in jail before the conviction, are we? I mean, who's to say who done it? It was in 4K. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know who's responsible. I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny who did what. It's a tragedy. I guess, but he won anyway. So good for him. I guess. I don't know the guy. Anyway,
maybe you shall meet him down the line.
Plead the fifth. My sock puppet lawyer says I should be quiet. So good work, I guess. And maybe we'll see if you guys are in the tag team division when so and so heals up or whatever. We'll see you in the ring. And we ain't got to give you the Tanya Harding treatment before the match or nothing. We ain't gonna do that to you. No, we ain't gonna do that. This ain't the Olympics in the 90s or something. This is SPW. If we're gonna bust you upside the head or the leg, we're gonna do it in or around the ring. Okay, we ain't gonna ambush you. We don't need to do that. What 12 months? No, hey, you plead the fifth. Allegedly went up somebody's head. See, y'all gotta stop putting people in jail before the court date. Okay, what's wrong with y'all people, man? What do you mean, you people? I didn't mean it like that. See, I'm out of here. Man, he was a little testy, wasn't he, Swamp Ball? Hey, man, you gotta watch your language. I'm getting tired of your shit. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't get to rehearse. I wasn't given the script. I'm off the cuff, man. You know how I be doing. I had a little bit of a drink too. All right, man. Just be careful, man. Just be careful. Sheesh.
Careful, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and my lawyer done gone off somewhere again. Okay. Look. I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, if you guys, when he heals up, we ain't scared. Come see us in the ring, okay? You know, we respect that you avenge your tag team partner, right? Because we avenging tag team partners around here. We avenging people, you know, avenging our friends. We're still trying to find them and stuff. So I understand how it is. I get it, right? Out of respect, we'll face you guys when, you know, your homeboy is well, okay? Come see us. All right? Hopefully the boss man heard that. Hopefully he'll make the match.
Well, the boss man is in the chat right now. Hopefully he is watching right now, I would assume, because he did pop in. So he will definitely do what he can, as he does have a fighter show lined up, which we shall get to after we are done going for this Japan show. And next up was a women's match for the women's championship. It was a Tokyo death match between Sawyer Rhett and the champion, Little Psycho, with Little Psycho retaining the gold.
I like Little Psycho, right? I mean, what's not to like about Little Psycho? You know, like, you know, as long as you're not, you know, getting your ass whooped by her, you know, like, you know, she does what she does. You know, she does it well. So, you know, good win, good job. You know.
Yeah, she's very talented. Both ladies are very talented.
Yeah, Hustle and Hostility against Deep South Outlaws. See, I'm surprised that he didn't call himself the Carolina Reaper. He missed the opportunity. He missed the opportunity there. But maybe that could be an alter ego, right? I don't know. But anyway. It was funnier in my head. That's what it was. It was funnier.
Yeah.
You suck. Okay, gosh. Tough room. Tough room. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, I know you're going to like this one because it was a fatal four-way to cap off the night for the SPW World Heavyweight Championship. It was between Wes Grimm, Adrian Knight, Violento Jack, and the champion, your partner, Daryl Williams, with Wes Grimm becoming the new champion.
Well,
but Daryl made history by being a double champion regardless.
Right. That's true. It's kind of like Wes Grimm basically, he got the belt back, basically, right? So, you know, good for him, right? You know, that's cool. You know, he beat the odds. You know, like we respect people that beat the odds, and you know, Daryl basically won championships back to back. You know, one on one night, one another on another night, made history. But yeah, he said, you know, his priority right now is helping me out in the tag division. But I have no doubt that, you know, if he's in the title picture again for that singles title, that he can get it again. You know, like that's what we do around here. We win championships. We take gold. You know, when we can get it. You know, I promise not to pawn the belt, y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, I've heard you've had some history with pawning stuff.
Well, sometimes you just gotta, you know how it be. Sometimes, I mean, you know, you
somewhere make that extra cash. You know?
You know, you got hit up with that surprise baby mama. You know, you do what you do, feed your kids. You know, sometimes it be like that. You know, but you know, whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Well said, sir. Well said. And we move on to the final pay-per-view in Japan, which was SPW Kill Pop. And to kick us off, it was a three-way dance between Ari Hale, DMP, and the Mighty, where Ari Hale walked out victorious. I know you are very familiar with Ari Hale and Mighty. I don't know how much you are familiar with DMP, but he is kind of new to IWA and such.
Well, I've had wars with both Ari Hale and Mighty in different promotions and
I am
things like
sorry
that.
to cut you off, sir, but just real quick, I just received word you're going to love this. There is an announcement for the world title at Cage of Carnage on December 28th. Wes Grimm versus Twan Montana, the Icon King, at Cage of Carnage.
Yeah, hey, Montana's been on a roll, so this is right. This is right up his alley. You know, hey, it'll be a great thing if he can bring the gold back to the Blood Money era. You know, I'm sure that's gonna be a great match either way. Good luck to both gentlemen.
Most indeed. And what were you going to say before I cut you off, sir? My apologies. I'm sorry. I had to announce I came in from the boss.
Okay, no, you had to let us know. That's big news. That's huge. I think I was short-term memory, not too great. Hold on.
Ari Hale, Mighty, and DMP with Ari Hale winning.
Okay, yeah. I've had wars with Ari Hale. I've had wars with Mighty. Each has his own strengths and weaknesses and everything like that. I don't know a lot about DMP. They was calling him a rookie. You know, I said, don't be too hard on the guy. Maybe he's a rookie monster. Rookie monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's won other matches. I've watched him. He's got a lot of potential. He shouldn't let the loss get him down. He'll be back. But yeah, you said Ari Hale won. Well,
yes,
Ari
he
Hale
did. Because remember, the Mighty and him have been going back and forth, but then DMP was inserted. But Ari Hale went past both of them, so he won. Yeah,
and you know what's probably going to happen? I think this is going to go to Ari Hale's head. He's going to start talking trash about me. I can see it now. He's going to get in the chats. He's going to say, blah, 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 Jobber this, Jobber that, Jobber Mania, Jobber... Right? He's gonna do his thing. Somebody's going to get ticked off, and then they're going to see him in the ring somewhere. That happened. That actually happened. Uh-huh. Oh, well, gee. Hey, I must be Negro Dollars. I'm predicting the future. Shut up! Just be quick. Just stick to the script. Nostradamus. I predict stuff.
To be clear, does he write you a script, your puppet lawyer?
No, I don't take responsibility for none of it. That's all him. I like my tomfoolery to be organic and off the cuff. That way you can claim it was just an accident. See, because if it was premeditated, you get a lot of trouble. Oh, I said too much. There's my sock puppet lawyer. Keep me out of trouble. Anyway, yeah. So that was a great match. But Ari Hale, it's gonna go to his head. You know, watch for egomania to run wild with Ari Hale because he beat that person. He's gonna run him down in a promo or something. Just expect that to happen. That's kind of his thing, right? And so then it's gonna be down to, are you gonna be able to stay at the top of your game while you're in the ring with him, right? But yeah. I understand that because I do it. So game recognized game, and we'll see what's next for Ari Hale in SPW. So, yeah.
Most indeed, and if you really want to know what's next for him, when we get there, after we're done going for the final Japan show, we are going to talk about the shows where it started, the Aerial Assault Tournament, which he is also a part of.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and run it down.
But yeah, next up, it was Alec Price versus Elijah Montgomery, with Alec Price walking out victorious.
Big win for Alec Price. Look forward to seeing what's next.
Most indeed agreed. And CJ Frost, a man that I know you are very familiar with, took on a man that's known for his indie style wrestling and has traveled the indie circuit around the world, even defended the CCW Wire Championship up in the UK. I'm talking about the one and only Jordan Oliver, with CJ Frost winning.
It's always tough going against CJ Frost. He has so many years of experience around the world, in Japan, the U.S., different countries and stuff like that. It's tough to pull a win off against him. I mean, I know, I've taken my share of L's fighting the guy, right? So, there's nothing to be ashamed of for his opponent. A lot of people, he beats a lot of people. So, just don't be demoralized when he beats you. Just get back up and keep training. And take your Flintstones vitamins. Drink your Capri Suns. Not everybody has that diet. Whatever you do to get back on your game, just keep trying. Okay, don't give up. Don't give up. I know when you look at CJ Frost's mask, sometimes it's Cthulhu, spaghetti face, spaghetti monster, and sometimes it's like the great ape, mask, or sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that, sometimes it's an ogre face. I mean, one day he's gonna have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich mask. I can see it coming, but you can't let that intimidate you. Most of CJ Frost's attacks is psychological. You look at the guys, get up and you defeat yourself, second guess yourself. No, you just gotta get in there and kick his ass. That's it. That's how you beat him. Just don't let him get in your head. That's the secret. That secret is not a big secret, but that's just what will help in the ring against Frosty. Okay, but I will say I have to thank CJ Frost for one thing. He did give me a nickname. You've heard of the man of 1,000 holes. Well, I'm the man of 1,000 kids, apparently, right? So that kind of stuck. People laugh, but I guess
you're
that's
pretty blatant about that. You wear that with pride.
Who knows?
The man of 1,000 baby mamas.
Yeah.
I heard you also were with the ref of SPW.
Not a flex. Oh, hey, I just shh, be quiet. She don't want nobody to know about that. Just shh. No, don't be messy. Okay, she told me not to tell nobody. I don't even tell nobody else. Tell nobody else.
Oh, good Lord. Well, CJ Frost had a very great matchup with Jordan Oliver. If you've never checked out Jordan Oliver's work or any of these men's work that you're not familiar with, I strongly suggest you do. And as we move on, the SPW National Championship, defended by the champion Jackson Chaos versus the challenger Alex Knight, with Alex Knight walking out victorious, becoming the new national champion.
Oh, wow, that's huge. That's huge. Title changes, especially the national championship with its history, that's a big thing for Alex Knight. Congratulations. And, hey, maybe we'll see you around.
Well, shit. Welcome, Wes Grimm. He's in the house, and he's ready for chaos as we just announced what match he'll be in on December 28th, Wes Grimm. If you do not know, you'll be defending the title against the Icon King, Twan Montana, at Cage of Carnage on December 28th. And next up in the lineup for matches, it was an anything goes in a tag team matchup between WDL 48 versus the Coven of the Goat. And that match was bloody, it was violent, it was brutal, and WDL 48 walked out victorious.
The Covenant of the Goat? Man, that
The
sounds.
Coven of the Goat.
Oh, the Coven of the Goat. Oh, yeah. That sounds.
You thought it was the Covenant.
Coven of the Goat. Well, I mean, it sounds
No,
intimidating. So,
it
so
could be a nickname that they could work out.
it's so intimidating. I messed up the name. No, but yeah, to win against, you know, to win against folks like that. I mean, that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. Congratulations. The Coven of the Goat.
We're all gonna get kicked
That's a sheep. I'm sorry, I'm making the wrong noise.
They're gonna pop up on here and beat both our asses.
What's a goat sound like? Like goats be hollering and stuff. Like.
I will assure you, these men are not to be trifled with. All four of these competitors are known for their deathmatch antics, and I'm telling you, if you guys want to tag team the face in the future, just be ready for them if they ever cross your path. I strongly suggest you.
I'm sorry. A neighborhood dog was telling me I better not mention him no more. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay.
Even that neighborhood dog knows what's up.
He said, yeah. Okay.
The next was a barbed wire bats, nails, and hammers match for the SPW Women's Championship between Tara Zepp versus the champion Lil Psycho, with Lil Psycho retaining yet again.
Yes. Like to hear that. Okay. I told you. I always bet on Lil Psycho until she started losing. If she get on a losing streak, I'm gonna have to bet against her. Just the odds, you know. But no, I mean that's a vote. I mean, gee, I mean, some friends you are. I mean, just I'm going with the odds. I mean, anyway, I won some money in that match. Thank you, Lil Psycho.
Well, who knows? Maybe you two might meet up in an intergender matchup, which would also be very interesting. But next was a sharp shit death match between Damian Rage and the Carolina Cracker, Brian White, with Brian White walking out victorious.
Huh. Yeah, that's the Carolina guy, huh? Which Carolina? North Carolina, South Carolina, huh? So you ain't tell me.
That is actually a good question. All I know is that he goes by the Carolina Cracker, so I would assume he represents all of Carolina.
Oh, okay. Just check. All right. So, not that it matters. I'm just kidding. Anyway, you know, I am a fan of Carolina barbecue, actually. So I ain't gonna have too many jokes. But yeah, that's another good matchup there. You know, however way it went, you can't go wrong.
Most indeed, agreed. Banger after banger on these shows. Japan was fun, and I hope we go back again soon. And I know you're familiar with this match because you were in it. It was a old school rules for the SPW World Tag Team Championships as the number one contenders, the Pillars, took on the champions, Hustle and Hostility, where Hustle and Hostility retained the gold.
Yes. You know, as I was saying earlier, you know, we heard in catering, the Pillars had some jokes talking about they heard something about where Sir Scott Ryan was being held. So we took that personally, as you can see how the match turned out. And in dominant fashion, they both got pinned at the same time for the 1, 2, 3, almost Sid Vicious style WCW, you know. Okay, maybe we didn't squash them. You know, but you know, you know, hey, look, we convincingly won. Okay, I'll just put it that way. That's the point. You know, and you know, we might have got some information, and then not too long after that, the infamous Dr. Gibberthorpe thing started being leaking under the airwaves, and we started getting more clues. But you know, it's possible that he's moving Sir Scott Ryan around for each of these locations. I guess we'll find out when the next video drops. It's very disturbing. He's trying to get into his mind and get them to question reality and things like that. And then I just want the roster to know that, although some people have jokes and think it's funny, Sir Scott Ryan has actually been abducted. This is not a work. Okay, we don't know where he is. He's not answering his phone. Nobody that knows him knows where he's at. This is serious. We can't find him. This Dr. Gigglethorpe guy is legit crazy. Okay, and I worked with Sir Scott Ryan for years. Okay, I brought him into Hustle and Money when, after the unfortunate exit of Ricky Goldsmith at the time, we had to bring somebody else in for the tag team, and I handpicked Sir Scott Ryan because of his toughness and his, go-getter attitude and everything, and never say die attitude and stuff like that. He's been solid since day one, and him missing like this and him being tortured like that, it just ticks me off, man. You'll never find a more solid person to have your back than Sir Scott Ryan, and it's killing me that we can't find him. And I'm sorry, excuse me. I was just ticked off, man. That's why I formed Blood Money Era and made the decisions I made, so y'all can know that this is serious. We're gonna find them one way or another. Hopefully we find them before it's too late at this rate, because when you get sickos sitting here doing these things, you don't know what their end game is, But I guess it's a good sign that we are, there's tapes that are surfacing where he is talking, at least he's alive, that gives me some hope that we'll find him. But every day that goes by, it gets a little worse. So,
I do hope that you guys can retrieve Sir Scott Ryan. I'm hoping you guys can.
If anybody has any information as to whereabouts of Sir Scott Ryan or Dr. Gigglethorpe, if anybody has any leads, please go to sockpuppetlawyer.com/save-SSR and fill out the form there. There may be a little reward in it for your information. Okay, so I'm breaking into the baby mama stash here. Okay, Keisha gonna have to go without her check this month. Okay, that's how serious it is. And I know Bulk Logan probably gonna be pissed about that because that's his wife. But it get messy. It get real messy around here. But that's besides the point. Personal life and things notwithstanding, I'm willing to take money out of the pay my bank to provide funding for finding out the whereabouts. Okay, that's how serious this is. Okay, it should be all right. She eats some ramen noodles for a while, but that's cold blood. Hey, every other month of the year, okay, I struggle so she can have finer things in life, but this month it ain't about her. Okay, she should have been buying Chanel boots and Louis Vuitton with the child support money. It's her fault. Okay, I'm sorry y'all had to see that. Okay,
That must be a solid steel baton.
Yeah, sorry y'all had to see that, but it be like that sometimes. But anyway, long story short, let's move. Let's talk about something else. Okay, sorry, I got off track.
You're all good. You're all good. You're able to express what you want to here. Welcome, Severus Crowley and Leo Blade. Welcome. And the co-main event of the night of SPW Kill Pop was for the SPW World Heavyweight Championship between the Dog, Rob Anderson, versus Wes Grimm, with Wes Grimm retaining the world title against the Dog.
You know, I'm familiar with Rob Anderson. I remember back when he was part of Black Money Label, Black Label Society or
Yeah,
something.
BLS.
Yeah,
BLS.
this was. I remember that. You know, I think his tag team partner back then was like Juan Ortiz or somebody, or I don't know. I know a lot of changes happened since then, but this was just back in another promotion. But I do remember going to war with them at some point. It was a long time ago. So I have respect for Rob Anderson, and so for Wes Grimm to retained in that match, kudos to him. Kudos to him.
It was a very impressive matchup. It was the co-main event, and both men put all caution to the wind.
Yeah, whoever wins that kind of match, it says a lot about them. So there you go. What else can I say?
I understand what you mean there, sir. And we move on to the main event of the night for the SPW Mayhem Championship in a junkyard death match between the challenger Masashi Takada versus the champion Mitchie Blaze, with Mitchie Blaze retaining the gold.
Oh, well, it's always nice to see a champion retain and overcome the challenger. So that this cements their legacy. So good kudos to the champ retaining.
Most indeed. And Mitchie Blaze has been a ruthless champion since taking it from Logan Slater. And I'm interested to see where he shall go from there. And did you watch the recent SPW Carnage TV episode?
I can't remember. Maybe not.
It was where the aerial assault tournament debuted in Fatal 4-Ways.
I might have heard a little bit about it. Oops. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm walking.
If you missed it, I would strongly suggest going to go check it out. If you would like to go over it with me, you're welcome to. Unless you need to go back and watch it, I understand that as well.
Oh, that's okay. You can tell me about it. I'll just go. I'll watch it when I can.
All right, sir. All right. And then we're going to go over the upcoming show for SPW Carnage TV. But on this past episode of Carnage TV, it was the debut of the Aerial Assault Tournament. And in the first round matchup for the first matchup in the tournament, it was Bloodstone versus Juan Dinero versus Elijah Montgomery versus Alec Price, with Alec Price walking away victorious.
Heard that name before. We winning before, right? So okay,
we literally just talked about him facing one of the men in this matchup, Elijah Montgomery.
Yeah. So he picked up another win. So that's a good sign. He's on the roll. Yeah.
And you know about Blood now, and they were trying to get familiar with a man that denied WA not too long ago, Juan Dinero.
Juan Dinero.
Yes,
Dinero
he
sounds
debuted at the end of a special after Christine's Chaos, which was a bonus matchup for an after-show special.
Okay. Dinero almost sounds like he should be in a certain faction. I can't put my finger on it. It's like almost like he might. I'm trying to be obvious.
What do I win? Don't just
No, that's cool. That's great. That's good news for me. Yeah. All right.
It was a very hard-hitting aerial assault match, and I can't wait to see the second round. And there was another first-round matchup, which we shall get to soon as we head on. This was a ladies' match between Brittany Black versus Jessica Page, who was on a winning streak, but Brittany Black won, ending her streak. And anytime anybody has a streak, what it's been, Brittany Black just seems to end it every time.
Wow. So that's kind of the thing, like she's the streak ender or the streak reaper, or I don't know.
No, I see what you're saying.
The streak killer, or the streak killer.
Right there, the streak killer.
a street killer, Brittany Black. Wow, y'all got something there, man. You got a franchise right there. You know.
Oh damn, she's gonna kick John Cena in the nuts.
Different kind
Oh
of.
shit! Run away, John! Run away! Well,
Oh man.
well, next up, it was a relaxed rules between two men that were going back and forth on social media. I'm regarding Craig Mack versus Joey Samuels, with Joey Samuels walking out victorious in that epic affair.
Hey, good showing. Good showing, Joey.
Most indeed. And next up, your tag partner was in a match against the one and only the Phantom Eddie Walker. You were at your partner's side, while Nomad was at his partner's ringside, and it was a good back and forth throughout the matchup until it came down to the end. And Eddie got Daryl to the outside around the count of 8. But then Eddie got back in the ring, getting Daryl counted out once it hit 10.
You know, yeah, that's about par for the course from the Phantom. I mean, but you would think that of all the ways to end the match, he wouldn't do it like that. But I think he's doing that just to mess with us. You know, like just
Because
to,
it happened to you too, if I recall, so it must be mind games.
yeah. But see, it's all fun and games until you get your ass beat. So Eddie Walker, you know what, Eddie Walker. I hope you listening, Eddie Walker. I hope you listening. See, no, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. My sock puppet lawyer is saying don't do it. Okay. Well, we all know, we've all seen the infamous promo when Eddie Walker's alleged woman that he don't claim was in the hood on Halloween night.
I mean, it was
We all,
revealed by Logan Slater already that you guys, it was an obsessive fan that Eddie didn't know about, so Logan kind of
well,
ruined that.
okay,
So,
let me put it this way. I'll say it another way. The only woman that Eddie Walker ever had a chance with in his life, I ruined that for you, Eddie. She doesn't even know who you are anymore, Eddie. She's calling me 97 times a day now. That's
well, when
not
it
a
came to
flex.
Eddie, it
That's
didn't
not a
really
flex.
look
That's
like he
terrible. Where's the
cared.
blocker? Where's the blocker?
He
Where's the
didn't really look
blocker?
like he cared because he cares about one thing. That's blood and pain.
Well, there's there's a lot of pain involved with the headache that I have now.
You already
No,
have 1,000 baby mamas and 1,000 kids, man.
she blew my phone up. I had to change my number. It was more trouble than it was worth.
Nah, man, you got like top speed now. I heard that you got like 11 on standby.
So
I don't think it worked out in the end.
Well, all's well that ends poorly, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. Okay, that strategy backfired. Okay.
What? What do you mean? I thought it was working.
that strategy backfired on me. Because she's more obsessive than the worst baby mama ever, and well now I just wish she would forget who I am now.
Wait, what about Sharkeisha? I thought she was crazy.
Sharkeisha's crazy, but see, Sharkeisha will call you about 57 times and then she'll stop. Right? See, Sharkeisha gets to a point where she figures out that it's just better to go, because if I ignore Sharkeisha for long enough, she'll shut up, right? This one, she'll probably drive. This heifer here will drive from Florida to Texas and break into my place and be taking a shower and fixing food until I come home and she's there. Okay, and I call police.
Oh.
Okay, this is crazy.
You call police? I thought you don't fuck with the police.
I mean, I didn't call police. My neighbors did. She got too loud. Anyway,
My neighbor did.
long story short, craze fan is a way of putting it mildly. Okay, she's super obsessive, almost to villain level. Okay, just she's I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk about it no more. Just look, Eddie, you can have her back. Okay, even if you don't know who she is, you can have her back. You can have her back. Please take her back, Eddie.
Never had her, I thought. Jesus Christ.
Take your obsessed fan back, please.
Next thing you know, she's gonna pop up in the arena with a fan. BBBB!
Oh no, it's the last thing I need. Anyway,
God damn.
sheesh.
Well, jeez, this podcast just became very dark.
Anyway, just be careful what you wish for. You just might wake up to 97 missed calls. Anyway, Eddie, we are going to find out what we need to find out one way or another. You run around being spooky, hiding behind a mask, hiding behind 10 counts, okay? Hiding behind this, hiding behind that. But one day, you're not going to be able to hide from the things that you've done, Eddie. Not you, not Nomad, and Nomad's magic Super Mario mushrooms. You're not going to be able to hide from the blood money era. See, the big bad baby daddy, Darrell Williams, Twan Montana, coming to find you. When we find you, we're going to make you pay. We're going to make you pay in dividends. We're going to make you pay in taxes and fees. We're going to empty your pockets. We're going to run your pockets. We're going to run the jewels. We're going to run the credit cards. We're going to run everything. We're going to run your IOUs. We're going to even take the lint out your pockets. We're going to leave you with nothing but pain and sorrow. And you can't take that to the bank, can you, Eddie? No, you can't. See, we're going to leave you with pain. You like pain. But this ain't going to be the kind of pain that you want. This ain't going to be the kind of pain that you want. No, Eddie, it's going to be pain you can't get rid of. The pain when you look yourself in the mirror and you realize that you ain't shit. I know something about not being shit, Eddie. You don't know that yet. You don't know what that feels like yet, Eddie. You will. You will, Eddie. When we done with you, you're going to look at the mistakes you made and messing with us, and kidnapping Sir Scott Ryan and sitting on the Dr. Gigglethrowt. You're going to look at all that, and you're going to say, damn, I shouldn't have did that. I messed up. I done messed up now. The big bad baby daddy and Darrell Williams and Twan Montana whooped my ass so bad. I want to give up this life of spooky stuff. I want to go to church or something. I want to go listen to the Reverend Deacon Pastor Plate and listen to his sermons about let go and let God sort them out. I mean, we're going to send you to the pews, Eddie. You don't seem like a religious man to me, but we're going to put the fear of God in you, Eddie. We're going to put the fear of God in you. We're going to send you praying for deliverance from your own tomfoolery. And Nomad, we're going to make a vegan out of you, but, well, no, he's probably already vegan, ain't he? Yeah, okay, no, excuse me. Nomad, we're going to make you eat barbecue. You're going to eat some brisket, okay? And you're going to stop. Now, we ain't putting no mushrooms in the smoker for you, okay? You're going to eat some brisket. You're going to drink some beer like normal people. You're going to stop doing them drugs, okay? You're going to go clean, Nomad. You're going to wear a shirt and tie, okay? When we done with you, you're going to behave like a normal, law-abiding citizen, which might sound hypocritical of me because I don't be abiding no laws, but we're going to make an upstanding citizen out of you yet, because we just going to beat you that bad. We're going to make you the opposite of what you is. You know, you're going to think up is down and down is up, left is right, and you're going to be all mixed up when we're done with you, Eddie and Nomad. And y'all ain't going to be the echoes of chaos. Y'all gonna be the silence of the lambs when we done with your ass. That's all I got to say. This interview is over. Sheesh.
Strong words.
Yeah,
Strong
yeah.
words from Big Bad Baby Daddy.
I mean,
I
this.
can guarantee you, Eddie and Nomad are watching. That's all I can say and all I know. But I know that you are no joke in this business. You have fought the best, and you've been handling them as best you could. And I hope you find your friend.
Oh, we will. We will. And see, I was going to try to get Swamp Bob to say a little rhyme, but he don't freestyle. He has his stuff ghostwritten. That's bullshit. I don't ghost. I don't have no ghostwriter. Oh, okay. Well, he just be shy sometimes when you put the camera on him. But one of these days, Swamp Bob is gonna rap a promo against some unsuspecting loser out there, and it's gonna be funny. But just not today, huh? Not when I need you to. Anyway, until next time, folks. See you in the ring, and I'm out. Thank you. Thank you. See you next time.
Thank you, Big Bad Baby Daddy. Ladies and men, those were some strong words. And I can't wait to see where that rivalry goes. I hope they find Sir Scott Ryan soon. And if anybody has any idea about his whereabouts, please get back to us, get back to me, or even Big Bad Baby Daddy, or Daryl Williams, or Icon King. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. And next up was an Anything Goes between Tank and Danny DeMonto, two men that have made a career out of deathmatch, bleeding, bloody, blood, sweat, tears, you name it. They have done it all. And it was a war as Danny DeMonto walked out victorious. Next up was a death match between the Duke of Violence, the Duke of Hardcore, John Wayne Murdoch versus Lil, with Lil Sicko walking out victorious. Aerial Assault first round matchup between Severus Crowley, Devo Riot, Charles Colton, and the Southern Psycho, with Severus Crowley walking out victorious, and the Southern Psycho wants Severus Crowley one-on-one, so I'm interested to see when that shall go down. House of Horrors between the Syndicate and the Pillars, and the Syndicate walked out victorious. And that was SPW Carnage TV for that week. And this week, we have a hell of a show coming on the 11th, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to be in Howell, New Jersey for Carnage TV with another first round matchup in the Aerial Assault tournament between Ari Hale, MG, Mike Skyros, and Flash. Who shall walk away to the second round? That remains to be seen. Bucks versus DMP. These two have been going back and forth, and I am very interested to see where this matchup shall go and who will walk away and who will walk away victorious. But both men, I guaranteed by the end of it, will be battered and beaten. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, I am a very fan of this man. If you've ever heard him or seen him around, this man is a fun man called Mr. Primetime JoJo, and he will be taking on a man that's appeared for the SPW ringer quite a bit, Gringo Loco. Welcome, All Go Nelly. Welcome. Welcome, MG. Welcome. Maggie Morgan will take on Anna Simmons. Both ladies are mean, vicious, and malicious, and they will not show any malcontent with one another. Next up, no DQ, Jimmy Lloyd versus Hoodfoot. That is going to be a bloody, brutal affair. This is another one that's also going to be a bloody, brutal affair in a junkyard death match between Logan Slater and Tommy Trainwreck. Two owners going at it head to head. Anything goes between Wes Grimm and Jay Monster. Iron Man submission between Jackson Chaos and Leo Blade, the rematch we've all been waiting for. And we shall see how it will go this time around. And the cap off the night, SPW World Mayhem Championship in an ultra-violent ladder match, as the number one contender, Lil Sicko, will take on the champion, Mitchie Blades. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for SPW Carnage TV. And remember, December 28th, SPW Cage of Carnage on December 28th, where we have one matchup announced so far. It will be the champion Wes Gray versus the Icon Kenna in a brutal affair. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to go over today. Thank you, Big Bad Baby Daddy, for joining me. It was such a huge honor. I shall see y'all next time. Hope y'all have a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.